In this video, we will be showing you how you can hook up the plumbing drain and vent pipe for a sink that will be located away from a wall or in a place where you wouldn't be able to use the standard type of connection that will allow the drain to connect to the vent and to the drain pipe. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and move our sink to the center of the kitchen and see if we can't provide you with something that might work on your project. So here we have the sink draining into a trap. The trap connects to a sanitary tee. And then I'm going to put a clean out on each side here. And this is basically the vent right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top, where we're going to use a couple of 45-degree fittings to make some type of a loop there for the vent. And you don't need to clean out if you can take this apart right here. And most of the time you'll be able to do that in the kitchen. But since the cleanouts usually don't cost that much money, why not put them in? So let's go ahead and take a look at the connection here, where we're going to use a couple of 45-degree fittings here, a 45 here, and a street fitting here. So instead of having these ends here, we're going to have one of the ends, and then on the other side, we're going to be able to slide that in to this fitting here. And there are other ways to do this, but here's my thought on this type of assembly here. And that would be if there was ever a clogged drain pipe and kitchen debris actually got up into this area here, then there's a very good chance, unless it's located right here, that it's going to fall back on either side here and then eventually be washed away with the drainage water. So for example, if I had something fall from here, it's going to go all the way down to here, or will it? Bringing me to my next problem with this example here. And that's the fact that nothing is going to be able to wash this section out here. So I wouldn't recommend having the vent in back of the drainage pipe. Instead, I would recommend having the drain on this side and the vent on this side so that we can actually wash some of the debris away that would actually have fallen down into this area here if there was ever a clogged pipe and the water backed up. So basically we have the same setup as the one I just showed you, except I reversed it and moved the drain over to this side. And then we have our two clean outs, another clean out over here, and then a vent pipe here. The vent pipe's going to connect to a sanitary tee and be underneath the floor framing or concrete slab. And anything that was ever to get caught in this section here and create a problem could be cleaned out through this clean out here. So something like this should make your building inspector happy. Just go ahead and take a tour of what I'm talking about here. So we have our drain pipe connection and then going to the sewer septic tank in this direction. And then we have our vent pipe over here going out through the roof. And then of course our drain pipe that's going to connect to the sink. And then of course a combo fitting here with a long sweep or a sweep fitting or even a long turn fitting. And another thing I need to mention will be to make sure that it's actually going to fit. And that's going to require some planning. Otherwise, you might be relocating the island to accommodate for the plumbing pipes. So here I switched it around and you can see where I now have the vent pipe a little too close to the front of the cabinet. And of course, the reason why I'm showing you these mistakes is because I've either seen them made before or don't want you to end up making the same mistake. So something like this might not be that big of a deal. But if you can, why not move it over? And to do that, all you need to do with the arm coming off of the sanitary tee will be to angle the sanitary tee to where it will connect better to the kitchen sink drain. And the last thing I would like to mention will be to check with your local building department to verify whether or not this information will work in your area. And I can't stress this enough because there are a variety of different plumbing codes that will be approved in some areas, but will not be approved in other areas. And thanks for watching. To learn more about home building and repairs, visit us at our website. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. See you next time.